Today, Governor Tim-Walz will highlight how Minnesota's schools could be impacted if the state loses federal funding.
And this comes in the wake of President Trump's plans to cut the Department of Education. Bill Keller live in St. Paul with the very latest for us this morning. Bill, good morning.
Good morning. Tom and Chanu. Later today, Governor Walz will visit an elementary school in Fridley where the former teacher will talk about President Trump's dramatic downsizing at the Department of Education. The DOE announcing yesterday that it plans to lay off 1,300 employees. According to the Education Department's chief of staff, the workforce would be roughly half the size of its previous 4,000 employees when Trump took office, though it is still unclear what type of impact this will have on the department's day-to-day operations. Of course, the president has made no bones about it. He hopes to close or even dismantle the agency as part of a larger effort to shrink the federal government. Meanwhile, closer to home, voters here in the North Metro denied Republicans a one-seat majority in the House. In Tuesday's special election for Minnesota's House District 40B, voters in Roseville and Shoreview, they overwhelmingly elected Democrat David Gottfried, who received 70% of the vote, defeating Republican Paul Wickstrom. Gottfried's win restores the 67-67 tie in the Minnesota House. That ends the GOP's short-lived control of that lower chamber. A judge, by the way, ordering a special election after it was determined that the Democrat who initially won the race back in November did not meet the residency requirements. There is a power-sharing agreement that was reached last month. It does make Republican Lisa Dameth House Speaker for the next 2 years, but after 2 elections, lawsuits, and threats to recall Democrats who boycotted the start of the session, essentially the House is back where it started, evenly split. So now both sides will have to figure out how to work together to get bills passed. About 2 months left in the end of the session. Back to you guys.
Right. A story we will stay on top of for sure. Bill, thanks so much.